This crown makes me look stupid. It sits on my ears. My ears are not my best feature.
I like the way your
Your
crown
Majesty,
looks.
I
If you just put it a little straighter, it'll
Speaking
fit
to you now
perfectly
as a
on that
friend
perfect little head of
and
yours.
as your king, I wonder if I might prevail upon you to assist me with some other matters. One that is a matter of state.
Oh, my good little boy here. You're gonna come sleep with Mama tonight.
I'm sorry, darling, but I'm not sleeping like that in the bedchair.
Welcome to the Bank of Wayrest.
Please, anyone. You've got to help me. I mean, us. I mean the whole town. The Countess has gone crazy, and everyone's fighting about who should be in charge. She's the only one who can run this place. We need to help her. I don't know, and if anyone would know, it would be me. I'm her manservant. The other day, she called all the servants up and dismissed us. Since then, she's been shut up in the house, refusing to leave. The whole town's talking about it. No, the Count died years ago, and she's been in charge ever since. Of course, every eligible man in Stormhaven has come calling, trying to court her, but she doesn't like them, or hasn't married at least. Please, can you just talk to her? I can't thank you enough. So many people.
The lines on my face tell a sad story. The tale of a woman whose youth was stolen by circumstance. I was widowed even before I flowered. I did what I thought was right. I assumed the burden of leadership, but I paid for that choice. I paid dearly. Of course, Matthias is such a sweet boy, and he served me well. It's a pity that I no longer have need of his service. I've been so false, so empty. I have no right to be a countess. I can see that now in my reflection. Windkeep needs a real leader, not a little girl masquerading as a woman of authority. Don't you see how hollow I am? I'm a shell of a person. Just look in the mirror.
This mirror is not for your eyes. Look away. Go away. You look into the mirror seeking answers. But there are no answers here for you. I am here for the Countess, and the Countess alone. You would be wise to be on your way. I have taken the Countess away, but it was with no animosity. The Countess you see before you is the reflection. The true Countess is in the mirror, and that is where she will stay. I will not. The mirror is the gift to her, but she is the gift to me. If you wish to release her, you'll have to pass through to the other side, into my domain. You shall find a warm welcome there.
You can learn so much about a... An enchanted saddle warmer? You're too generous, Sir Bryce. I don't go riding off. Do you see what I've become? Look at the reflection! I'm old. I'm fat. And sometimes Argonian. No one will ever admire me again. It's not? Are you sure? I don't want to go back to a world where I'm reviled. Where is Matthias? Why hasn't anyone come to help me?
You and I plan to sell the estate.
He did? How do you know Matthias? Never mind. Can you take me to him? Can we leave this terrible place? Whoever you are, I'm going to make sure you're well rewarded for this. Well, that was an adventure now, wasn't it? I'm fortunate that you came along. You certainly have my thanks. Where is Matthias? Where are the other servants? I did? That's worse than I thought, then. I had absolutely no control over myself whatsoever. Or was that even me? I'm sorry, I'm not used to being compromised like this. But that only doubles my debt to you. My first order of business now will be to shatter that mirror into 1,000,000 pieces. Next, and possibly even more important, I need to find out which of my suitors gave me the accursed thing. Greed. Plain and simple. Since the day my husband died, there's been a line of suitors, each with a more extravagant gift than the last. They want to buy me and my title. I certainly have. Why should I share my land, my bed, with such fobbing louts? Now one of my suitors apparently seeks to take me out of the picture. Matthias will know which suitor dropped off the mirror. Would you help me investigate this? If you don't mind, please apologize to Matthias for me as well. Tell him I would have him and all the other servants return if they're willing. No more suitors, though. I'm done pretending. I have no intention of marrying again. Certainly not now. No, They're all equally shallow and untrustworthy. Sir Bryce and the Altmer Eurelian are the worst. It was probably one of those who gave me the mirror.
No, this can't be happening. Not Matthias. He wouldn't have stomped on a diseased rat, let alone hurt a person. We were just standing here talking. He said you went in to talk to the Countess, so we were waiting. Then all of a sudden an arrow flew out of nowhere right into his chest. He was dead before he hit the ground. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with what happened to the Countess. Did you talk to her? What did she say? Is she all right? The mirror? Is that what was wrong with her? Oh goodness, Matthias would have known. I don't really know the suitors. Maybe it was Sir Bryce, or that Altmer Eurelian. Probably the Altmer. He's shady. I'd check him first. I think he's from some rich family in the Aldmeri Dominion. All I've ever heard him talk about is gold. He even described the Countess's hair as strings of gold. Sir Bryce is really respectable. I don't know why the Countess isn't more receptive to him. He's a Knight of the Flame and everything. I think he would make a good husband. Of course, he's never even noticed me.
This blacksmith makes quite a bit of gold. I wonder how much he pays in taxes to the Countess. You mean, if I were the Count? I hoped for something like that, but my days of courting the Countess have come to an end. I've no gold left for gifts. Haven't been able to give her anything for weeks. She's already forgotten me. No, I'm afraid not. I couldn't afford to give her a flower. So it was a mirror that finally won her over. Maybe Sir Bryce or Rowline Mounier was the lucky one. There is someone who would know for sure, but I'm sworn to secrecy. I suppose I'd be a fool to turn down such an opportunity. Very well, there's a young woman named Elaine who's obsessed with the Countess. What some might call a stalker. She'll know who presented the mirror. She's the one to ask.
Oh, it's you. I saw you leaving the Countess's house earlier. I don't mean to intrude, but I simply have to ask. Are you yet another suitor come to seek her hand in marriage? Oh, well then. I suppose you're an old friend of the Countess's. I don't want to pry, of course. But, well, I am curious. What exactly is your relationship with her? The mirror? Matthias could have told you. Oh, but he was killed, wasn't he? Well, I don't mind telling you. It was actually a new suitor, but a strong contender. Tall, dark, handsome, very dignified. I heard his footman call him Syrian. Well, I mean, I was curious, so yes, I followed him. He hiked up into the woods north of town. Kind of peculiar, honestly. So, can you tell me what this is all about? I'm dying to know.
wife will never know what happened to me. Take word to my wife. Augustine Derone should know I didn't make it.
Time to break the lightning!
Nice hole. I've been waiting to try this spell out. I think it's getting stronger. It's amazing. Tell me the secret. Oh, I was just getting started. I got my nickname because my eyes reminded people of the warm embers of a fire. I think fires are much prettier.
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting. Want to die? What you get? What you get? Oh, praise the aid, it's you. Quick, untie. The Countess was so sad about Matthias. She sent me to get flowers for his funeral. But on the way, one of these crazy cultists snuck up. This whole thing, the mirror, it wasn't the suitors. These cultists wanted to get rid of the Countess so they can take over the town. They forced me to talk.
Have you come to pay your respects? That's very kind of you. Matthias was such... He was good to me. Better than I deserved, I think. In danger? Is it one of those pathetic suitors? Are they really that determined to have me out of the way? Oh no. That must be them. Please, you have to protect me. looks clear now. Hurry. Meet me back at the manse.
Always digging. It seems like there are always so many dead people. Couldn't someone at the Mages Guild create some kind of magic shovel? I've seen magic brooms.
It seems you wound up saving me twice. I wish I knew a proper way to express my level of gratitude. Whoever these supernal dreamers are, they are cunning and clearly willing to go to great lengths to achieve their goals. I'm happy to be alive, and I'm also glad to know you stopped them cold. This has all been such an ordeal. I feel like there's so much to do now that it's over. Well, I want to go back to the graveyard and pay proper respects to my poor, sweet Matthias. And I suppose I must say something to my suitors. Speaking of which, I'm sorry you had to talk to them before. I know that must have been painful. You wanted to know if we were lovers? Yes, we were. No point in hiding it now. I think I loved him. It felt like it was just a game. Only now do I realize how wonderful he really was. Better than my...
The world is dark. My wife, Breloth, is dead. Mara take her soul. She was the only good thing I ever knew in this world, and now I can't even give her a decent burial. You would do that? I want it to be perfect. Breloth, she had such exquisite taste. My father said she was high upkeep, but I loved the way she just knew what she liked. She would have wanted her funeral to be special. She was a wood elf. She loved nature, flowers. If you could get some fallen blossoms to put in her hair, and her favorite meal, mud crab and the Wayside Inn's house wine, you'd actually get these for us? You coming along was such a blessing. Truly, the Eight sent you. This will mean so much to Breloth, so much.
Welcome to the Wayside Inn. Whether it's cold beer or fine wine. Ah, a connoisseur then. Always happy to show off what this region has to offer. I hope you enjoy it.
Doing something with Magic-y? Don't underestimate that.
When you think about it, we merchants shouldn't have to pay taxes at all. We're bringing business into the village.
Did you get everything? The blossoms, the mud crab claws? Did you forget the wine? Oh, Breloff, my love. Do you see what we have for you? She would have loved this. Flowers, wine, food. Everything will be perfect.
easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my
suppose I
favorite
could
parts
use another
about
break.
cities.
The forge keeps me busy, but I...
If you're in the market for a reliable...
What can I do for you? Rough luck. Thanks so much for bringing news. It's better than spending the rest of my life wondering.